Hello, this is Kevin with Jefferson Real Estate, and welcome to this week's Park County Real Estate Update. Over the past couple of weeks, we've talked about the broader market picture, rising inventory, fewer showings per listing, and buyers becoming more selective. Today, I want to answer the question many property owners are asking right now. If buyers are more selective, what is actually selling? Or instead of speculation, let's look at real activity happening in the market. These are recent transactions from our office across Park County and the surrounding mountain communities. In the Hartsel area, we've recently closed properties in subdivisions, including Estates of Colorado, South Park Ranches, Hartsel Ranch, and Thousand Peaks Ranch. Recent sales include properties on Black Beaver Circle, Montezuma Road, Bear Trail, Maricopa Trail, Boulder Road, Rio Blanco Road, and Delaware Drive. We've also closed transactions in Buffalo near Como, Echo Valley Estates near Lake George, Florissant Heights, and Indian Creek near Florissant. That's a wide geographic spread, and it tells us something important about buyer behavior. Buyers are not focusing on just one subdivision or one small area. They are looking across the region and comparing properties carefully. If a property stands out in value, location, usability, or condition, buyers are still moving forward. Now let's talk about properties currently under contract. Right now, our office has multiple listings under contract across several areas, including Black Mountain near Fairplay, Warm Springs, Rocker 7 Ranch near Jefferson, and Buffalo near Como. These contracts represent different property types and price points. And importantly, this is not a complete list of our office activity, just a snapshot of what's currently moving. So far this year, our office has closed 22 transactions and currently has 16 properties under contract scheduled to close in the coming weeks. In comparison, many offices across the county have only a handful of closings so far this year, most 3 or less. That difference highlights an important reality about today's market. Buyers have not disappeared, but they are selective and they are gravitating toward listings that are positioned correctly and actively marketed. In a higher inventory environment like the one we are entering in 2026, exposure and pricing strategy matter more than ever. Homes and land are still selling, but they are selling through listings that clearly stand out compared to competing options. This is especially true in Park County, where properties rarely compare cleanly. Acreage, access, terrain, utilities, views, improvements, and location all influence how buyers evaluate value. That means successful pricing strategies must consider the actual competition buyers are comparing, not just what another property listed for, but why a buyer would choose one property over another. For sellers considering listing this year, preparation is the biggest advantage. Understanding where your property fits relative to the current inventory can make a significant difference in how quickly it attracts attention. For buyers, this market is offering something we haven't seen for several years: more choices, more negotiating room, and the ability to move thoughtfully instead of rushing. The key takeaway this week is simple. The market is active. Transactions are happening across Park County, but the properties that sell are the ones that clearly stand out in value, positioning, and exposure. If you ever want a breakdown of what your subdivision is doing or where your property currently fits within the competition, I'm always happy to walk through the numbers with you. No automated estimates, just real local data. This is Kevin with Jefferson Real Estate. We'll continue sharing weekly updates and real transaction activity from across Park County. Talk to you next week.